Yo, what's up, you guys? Little Stocks Bro here. The market is closed today because it's Saturday, but I wanted to take this opportunity to make a quick, short little video on a topic that I feel like is really important to the psychology of people who are on the edge or unsure about whether they should enter the stock market. And that is the stock market a casino? And if I put my money in, am I basically gambling? And the short answer to that is no, it's not. If you do things the right way, history has shown us that you're almost guaranteed to get a return on your money in the stock market. But the stock market is a free market. You can do whatever you want. You can use it the right way to get a return on your money over time, or you could use it the wrong way to try and become a millionaire overnight. But don't allow these people that are using the stock market to gamble and as a casino to distort your image of what the stock market is truly for. It's a tool that we can use to participate in one of the greatest economies that has ever existed. Okay, it's a place where you can go to get your slice of the pie. Because right now, these big companies like Apple, Amazon, Google, and all the other big companies that you know about, they have a huge cake, okay? And the stock market is basically the place where you can go to say, hey, let me get a crumb of that, all right? These companies are making billions and billions of dollars to the point where some of them are worth trillions of dollars. Apple has a $2 trillion valuation in the stock market. So the goal is to latch yourself onto these big companies so that when they grow, you can grow too. Okay? I'm going to show you guys real quick this chart over here of the S&P 500. For those of you who aren't aware, the S&P 500 is basically just a tracker of the top 500 companies in the United States and how they've performed over the years. This is a 5-year chart, so it shows you the last 5 years. If you see, at the beginning, we started around 2000. And over time, it has gone up and up and up. And yes, there have been moments where it goes down, but it ultimately always goes up. And this right here, this big crash you see here was the March crash. And it crashed really hard, went down a lot. But over time, what did it do? It goes up, like usual, like always. So if you're ever nervous or afraid of losing money in the stock market, I just want you guys to remember this chart, okay? That's why I showed it to you. Burn that into your brain. Stock market over time goes up. Real quick, I want to show you guys this article over here. I mean, not even this article. It's just this one sentence. This is a CNBC article back from 2017, but it still applies. Back in 2017, 84% of the stock in the United States was owned by the top 10% of households by net wealth. So the top 10 wealthiest households in the United States owned 84% of the stock market. All right, that's the explanation for why you hear that the rich get richer and the poor get poorer, because the rich are constantly investing their money and doubling it up, tripling it up. They are the ones who are latching on to these big companies, the Apples, the Amazons, and as those big companies grow, the rich people grow along with them. So that's why I feel like it's really, really important to get poor people, middle class people, to start investing more into the stock market. It's really one of the best ways and easiest ways to build wealth. And there's, especially now with the ease of getting in, the fact that you can download a broker as an app on your phone, it's just too easy to not start and to not get in. All you need to do is educate yourself on the matter. And that's one of the reasons I started this channel, is to educate you guys so you guys can feel comfortable and not be scared to get in and to participate in the stock market and to participate in one of the greatest economies of all time. So the last thing I want to show you guys is this little thing I made over here. It's gambling versus investing / trading. Okay, so it's basically, it boils down to 4 questions. You ask yourself these 4 questions and you can basically identify whether somebody's gambling in the stock market or if they're investing / trading in the stock market. And for those of you who don't know, trading is basically just taking advantage of the fact that the stock market does not move up like this. It's not a straight line up and to the right. It moves up like this. And so trading is people trying to take advantage of the up and down movements of the stock market as it goes up over time. Okay? Gambling is totally different. Gambling, we all know what gambling is. Gambling is gambling. So these are the 4 questions, right? Question number 1, what companies are you choosing? People who are gambling in the stock market typically are choosing companies that nobody has ever heard of, companies that make little to no money, and companies that have bad products or services or even no products or services, okay? People who are investing / trading correctly in the market are choosing companies that are literally the opposite of all those things, okay? So that's question number 1. Number 2, how fast are you looking to get your money back, okay? People who are gambling typically want to make their money back the same hour, the same day, the same week, very short time frames. People who are investing or trading are typically looking a little bit longer to months and years, because true cash in the stock market comes over time. You have to be patient. You have to wait. Okay, there's a saying that says the stock market is the transfer of money from impatient people to patient people. The stock market is all about being patient. It grows over time. So the longer you're in it, the more money you make. Number 3, how much money do you want to get back? People who are gambling typically want to get back 100% return, 1,000% return, or they want to make millions of dollars overnight. People who are investing look to get back on average 8 to 10% per year, okay? And then the last one, which is the best one of them all, and the easiest one to spot whether someone's gambling or not. Are you all in? If their response is yes sir, YOLO, you already know. If they're trading correctly or investing properly, they will probably not be all in on one single stock. So there you have it, guys. Those are the 4 questions you need to ask yourself. The 4 things that really differentiate people who gamble in the stock market versus people who actually use the stock market the correct way. So that's where I'm going to end this one today, guys. Hopefully I was able to answer the question and provide you guys with some useful information. I'll be back again tomorrow with another video. I'll catch you guys then.